Oh boy, boy, boy. What a sad state of affairs it is. For the Tater man. What a shame. What a shame. What's it going to take for Clemson to win a postseason game? That's a serious question. How many postseason games in a row have they lost in football? Now they lose in round one of the NCAA Tourney to Rutgers? I forgot Rutgers had a program. Rutgers has not made the NCAA tournament since 1991. 1991. Not a long time ago. How long ago was 1991? Well, 1991 was so long ago. Way back in 1991, Notre Dame was still winning postseason football games. That's how long ago that was. Now, that was the last year they won a postseason football game, but that's how long ago that was. 1991. Back in 1991, Florida was still playing Power 5 road games outside the state of Florida in football. And losing. Yeah, I mean, what was it? Wasn't it 1991? 91 or 92? The last time Florida played a Power 5 road game outside the state of Florida, and they lost to Syracuse. 1991 was a long time ago. And that was the last time the Rutgers men's basketball team made the NCAA tournament. And they show up in round one and absolutely mollywop the Tater. This is sad. How many postseason games in a row is this, Tater man? Let's see. You lost this one. You lost your last postseason game in football when you got blown out by something called Ohio State. I'm sorry, as a Georgia fan, I just can't relate to that. The SEC and Georgia, I mean, we just own Ohio. What is Ohio State? I think I said this yesterday. They're winless against Georgia all the time. They're winless against Tennessee, winless against South Carolina. List goes on and on. They're something like 5-12 all time against the SEC, 2-11 in bowl games, whatever it is. But nope. But you lose to them in football in your postseason game for 2020. Back to 2019, last postseason game you played in 2019, blowout loss. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know what's considered a blowout anymore in basketball, because hell, a game can be 4 or 5 points with less than a minute to go, and you can start the free throw parade, and a team can end up winning by 10 or 12. I'm gonna go ahead and call this a blowout, though. You got blowed out by something called Rutgers. The way I see it, that is not only 3 postseason losses in a row in your major men's programs, basketball and football. Not only is it 3 losses in a row, 3 blowout losses in a row for the Tater man. I mean, this is just alarmingly sad. And the news only gets, it only gets worse from there. This news only goes from bad to worse. You say, well, what's up next? Well, football's up next for you, Tater man. And like I said, you got blowed out the last time you took the field to something called Ohio State, which is pitiful and sad, by the way. And your next opponent up on that calendar, you guessed it, the Georgia Bulldogs, and they own you like a rented mule. Like, I'm not telling you anything you don't know. How many times we played you guys? 60 times? Georgia's 42-18 against you. 42-18. And this isn't something where we only played 100 years ago, or we only played once, or no. Oh, well, we were bad. We're good now. Yeah, okay. This century, we're 3-1 against you. I mean, we've won 3 of the last 4 against you all this century. So, however way you want to look at it, Georgia owns you permanently and forever, and that trend's going to continue September 4th when we tee things up in Charlotte to kick off the 2021 football season. But this is just getting to be embarrassingly sad for the Tater man. Clemson might want to consider putting them own selves on some kind of a postseason ban. I've put other teams on postseason bans in the past for pitiful performances. I put Ohio State on a playoff ban after they got shut out in the playoffs one year. I put Oklahoma on a playoff ban last year after another disappointing playoff performance the year before in 2019 for the umpteenth year in a row where they lost in round one. You saw how those two things worked out. Ohio State had to sit out the playoffs a couple of years. Oklahoma had to sit out the playoffs last year. Not sure that I'm ready to put Ohio State on the Uncle Lou postseason ban just yet. But, not Ohio State, Clemson. I'm not sure I'm ready to put Clemson on the Uncle Lou postseason ban list just yet. But Tater Man, you may want to consider putting your own self on the list just to save the embarrassment, because I'm just going to be honest with you. No matter what happens this coming up football season for the Tater, best case scenario, 11-1 regular season, 12-1 with an ACC title. That's your best case scenario if you somehow can find a way to get past North Carolina. But wherever you end up, whether it be the playoffs, whether it be New Year's Six Bowl, or whether it be something lower, you better win. You better win. One more disappointing postseason loss for the Tater Man, and you'll leave me no choice but to go ahead and put you on the Uncle Lou postseason ban. And if you think it's a joke, ask the Ohio State man and ask the Oklahoma man how that's worked out the last 2 times Uncle Lou has put a team on a ban list. Like I said, I put Ohio State on a playoff ban a few years ago after they got shut out in the playoffs. Go check and see what happened the 2 years after that when it came to trying to make the playoffs. And as far as Oklahoma goes, they made the playoffs for umpteen years in a row, getting blown out in the first round. After the 2019 season, I put Oklahoma on a playoff ban. Fast forward to 2020, let me know how that worked out for Oklahoma. It didn't. It worked out for Uncle Lou just like I told you. You don't want to go on the Uncle Lou postseason ban list, so you got 2 choices. Put your own self on the postseason ban list or win a damn postseason game. But this showing up and getting blown out by teams like Rutgers, Ohio State, LSU, I mean, those are your last 3 big postseason games there, and you lost all 3 of them, and none of them were close. Tennessee man sitting over here watching Clemson lose and laughing. He lost to Rutgers. Well, never mind, I get it. They got Greg Schiano. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. Am I surprised Clemson lost to Rutgers? Well, they were a higher seed. Our buddy Pigskin Pete picked Clemson to win the entire tournament. Credibility, hot doo-doo. Sorry, sir. Credibility, hot doo-doo. Can't pick your team to win it all, and then they get bounced in round 1. That's silly as all get out. It just is. It just is. The ACC in general is just terrible, too, in basketball, which is, man, Tater Man, what are y'all going to do? North Carolina bounced in round 1. Georgia Tech, the ACC tournament champions, bounced in round 1. The ACC used to go around beating its chest about basketball and academics. And, well, we can see it ain't working out too well in basketball. And by most of the comments that I read from ACC fans, it doesn't appear to be working out too well in academics either. Anyway, God bless the Tater. They're a C- program in everything athletics related. Have a great day.